Welcome to this explainer. If you're tuning in today, it's probably because you care deeply about your health. And specifically, you're looking for real, actionable answers when it comes to your heart. For way too long, the medical world has kind of framed the heart as just a mechanical pump, right? Like a machine that just inevitably wears down over time. Well, today, as your health advocate, I promise you a completely different perspective. We are going to reframe your heart health from a purely mechanical issue into a dynamic, responsive, and truly holistic system that you can actively heal. Trust me, you have far more power over your cardiovascular health than you might think.
Here is our game plan for today. We're going to cover 1. Hidden toxins. 2. Emotions and rhythms. 3. The quick coherence technique. 4. Natural detoxification. And 5. Your daily schedule. Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1. Hidden toxins impacting your heart. I know a lot of you are out there actively managing your cholesterol and blood pressure, but you still feel vulnerable. Your concerns are entirely valid because we have to look at the unseen environmental stressors around us. Let's clearly categorize these invisible threats. On one side, we have heavy metals, things like lead, cadmium, and mercury. What's truly terrifying about these metals is that they literally mimic vital minerals in your body. Lead and cadmium act like calcium and zinc, sneaking into your biological processes to cause immense oxidative stress, arterial calcification, and hypertension. Now, on the other side, we have plastics and their chemical additives, like phthalates and BPA. These chemicals do something slightly different but equally dangerous. They cause mitochondrial dysfunction, essentially robbing your heart cells of energy, and trigger something called cardiomyocyte pyroptosis. That's a huge word, but it literally means inflammatory cell death right inside your heart muscle.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly how these hidden dangers actually make their way to your heart. They just sneak into our everyday lives, whether that's through contaminated farmland, industrial runoff flowing into our oceans, the air we breathe, or the plastic products we use every single day. We inhale them, we ingest them, we absorb them, and once inside the body, this exposure leads directly to severe cardiovascular abnormalities. We're talking arrhythmia, hypertension, and atherosclerosis. Essentially, your heart is fighting a relentless, ongoing battle against your external environment.
Section 2. Emotions and heart rhythms. To truly empower your heart, we have to transition from those external stressors to your internal environment. We need to see how your autonomic nervous system links your feelings directly to your chest. Let's contrast these two internal states. When you experience negative emotions like stress, anger, or anxiety, your heart rhythm becomes incredibly erratic and jagged. This state severely limits your cognitive function and rapidly depletes your physical energy. Researchers actually liken this incoherent rhythm to driving a car with one foot slammed on the gas, that's your sympathetic nervous system, and the other foot stomping on the brake, your parasympathetic system. It creates a jerky, incredibly damaging ride for your body. Conversely, positive emotions like appreciation and joy create a highly ordered, smooth wave. That smooth wave facilitates clear thinking and perfectly synchronizes all your bodily systems.
Now, what's really fascinating about this slide is the real-time emotional data. Notice those red, jagged, uneven lines on the left? That represents frustration. It is a deeply incoherent, chaotic rhythm. Now, contrast that with the right side, those smooth, rolling, blue sine waves of appreciation. Get this, the amount of heart rate variability is actually exactly the same in both, but the pattern is fundamentally different. When you're generating that smooth wave, your bodily systems operate with incredible harmony and minimal wear and tear. It's a total game changer.
Section 3. The quick coherence technique.
First off, it's so important to understand that coherence isn't just about relaxation. It's actually a state of optimal, energized physiological function, where your heart acts as a macroscopic coherence amplifier, stabilizing and organizing your brain and body. So how do we get there? I'm going to break this down into 2 completely unintimidating, actionable steps developed by the HeartMath Institute. You can use this manually to regulate your nervous system every single day. Step 1 is heart-focused breathing. You simply focus your attention on your chest area and breathe just a little slower and deeper than usual. Think inhaling for 5 seconds and exhaling for 5 seconds. Step 2 is to activate a positive, renewing feeling. You have to sincerely attempt to experience a feeling of appreciation or care for someone or something in your life. The absolute key here is that by combining this paced breathing with a genuinely positive emotion, your breathing rhythm automatically synchronizes with your heart, locking you into that healing, coherent state.
Let's move to and see how this builds. Section 4. Diet and natural detoxification.
So, we've balanced the internal rhythms of the nervous system. Now let's pivot back to the physical body and look at how we actually flush out those dangerous heavy metals and inflammatory plastics we talked about earlier. These specific dietary strategies are your absolute best defense. First, adopt Mediterranean or DASH dietary pattern. These are plant-based, rich in healthy fats like olive oil and low in sodium, which is proven to preserve left ventricular function and lower blood pressure. Second, and this is absolutely crucial for those toxins, incorporate sulfur-rich foods. We aren't talking about some crazy exotic grocery list here. Everyday things like garlic, onions, and cruciferous vegetables naturally enhance your body's ability to bind to and excrete heavy metals. Next, maintain a very high fiber intake. Think of fiber as a broom, sweeping these toxins right out of your digestive system. Finally, hydrate heavily with purified water and promote regular sweating. Whether that's through a hard workout or sitting in a sauna, you want to physically push those chemical pollutants right out of your system.
Section 5. Your heart-healthy daily schedule.
We have covered a lot of profound science today, but let's be real. Information is only useful if it's applied. So let's translate all of this into a tangible roadmap you can start tomorrow. Let's walk through how easily this can fit into a totally normal day. In the morning, before the stress of the world even hits you, do just a few minutes of your quick coherence 5-second breathing and drink a large glass of purified water to hydrate. Easy, right? Midday, protect your arteries by fueling yourself with a fiber-rich, plant-based DASH meal. Picture a huge salad packed with sulfur-rich veggies and healthy fats. Then, in the evening, focus on natural detoxification by getting a good sweat in and finish your day with a sincere gratitude practice. That last part is going to lock your heart back into that smooth, coherent rhythm right before you go to sleep. By addressing your heart at all scales, from the food you eat to the emotions you feel, you are no longer just a passive patient. You are an empowered architect of your own cardiovascular health. I really want to leave you with this provocative thought to carry with you today. Looking at your own life, which hidden stressor will you eliminate from your routine first to protect your heart? Start right there and watch your heart health absolutely transform. Thanks for joining me on this explainer.